see also is impact of families and particularly fathers in this larger dynamic. Because I think a common stereotype of the fatherless situation is these are just men who choose not to be involved. And that's not true. For a large portion of the fatherless population, for the fathers who are not connected to their families, there are actually structural barriers that keep them from being connected to their families. Both financial and economic barriers, but also things like reentry and recidivism rates. The ability for a person who, once they leave prison, to be able to reintegrate within their family is very challenging. Now, I understand there are situations where it's best for that family that that person is not involved with the family. I get that and I understand that. But the fact is there are policies actually built in place that make it incredibly challenging for someone to reintegrate with the family. So I'd love to see how exactly that impacts, and again, not just the boys, because I think that's also a huge part of the conversation, but how it impacts the girls as well. Because, you know, for a lot of people, I say with boys, that father, that's the first image of who they're supposed to be, right? But for the girls, and I saw it even with, you know, we came up in a single-parent house, so I saw it with my own sisters. That father, that male figure, is also the first impression of a girl that a young girl sees of how exactly she's supposed to be treated. And I think we sometimes forget about that dynamic in the fatherless conversation as well. The other thing is, I think, you know, the data becomes really important, stats become really important, but I think also stats can add context and they can check progress, but stories promote action. And I think we have to do a better job, kind of, you know, going back to the point, we have to do a better job of actually humanizing this for people. And I tell you, so for example, when I was thinking about how I was doing the process of this book, right? Initially, I was first on publisher, and I was like, I want to do like a quantitative analysis, like, you know, the 10-point guide as to what parents and mentors should do. And I remember my publisher came back to me and said something interesting. He said, listen, Wes, as interesting as that sounds, you know, no one wants to read a parenting book by a 30-year-old with no children.